Hey everyone, welcome back to Art a la Carte. Today I'm going to be doing kind of an introductory video on how to doodle. Yes, doodle. Doodling has become actually really popular over the last year, and so I thought, well, I would kind of show you the ins and outs on doodling. A couple things to know about doodling is first, doodling is for fun. It's kind of a brain exercise. It takes a lot of concentration and time to think, but it's something that you can do in your spare time. I oftentimes will take a little small travel notebook with me, and when I'm waiting for my gas to get pumped for my car or waiting in the doctor's office or something like that, I will pull out my pad and I will add a little bit more to my doodle. So it's fun, it's portable, it's something that you can do in your free time. The next thing to know is that there's no mistakes in making a doodle. You just work with what you have. And you'll see that I create everything using a pen. I don't use any pencil lines beforehand. It just, however it comes out is the way that it comes out. There are a lot of different patterns and designs that you can look at and kind of use as inspiration, or you can just take what's in your mind. But if you happen to make what you think is a mistake, don't worry about it, because as you doodle, you'll figure out what to do with that. There's no rhyme or reason with doodling. It's just kind of what's in your head. So I am going to take just a regular circle sphere shape, and I'm going to divide it into 6 portions, and I'm going to show you 6 different kind of designs and techniques that you can do and build off of those. Now, you don't need to use a circle shape to start your drawing off. You can just do whatever you want. You don't even need a shape to start off with. Just start making some marks on the paper and you'll just watch it kind of grow. But yeah, and let me show you how to do this. So I've laid in some color. I'm going to actually darken in this one. The thing that makes them cool is when you really play with the contrasting colors. You have black and you have white. Or in this case, I have tan, because that's the color of my paper. And so you're just playing with that. For this one here, I'm going to just make some little loops. Let's look at that. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm just going to make little loops. I'll try not to get a knuckle draw on there. It's almost going to be like fish scales coming out. Just like that. Now you can leave them like that, but it's fun to add a little bit of detail inside. So I'm going to take and add some lines coming up from the base of each of these scales. So there we go. So now I have a really nice pattern in here. In this part here, I could, do checkers, I could do a zigzag. I'm going to do some polka dots. There's no right or wrong thing you can do with these doodles. Just do stuff, fill up that space. Alright, so we have our first triangle wedge fixed out. So let's look at another one. Let's go with a square pattern. So I'm just going to draw some lines coming down. Keep them pretty straight and regular. And then I'm going to go across them. Like so. So now I have this really cool check pattern, but I want to create something. I want to create kind of a weave. So I'm going to go, and similar to what I did over here, I'm going to create some lines that don't necessarily connect across. I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to go over here and do this one. Over here, and I'm going to do this one up here. Now I'm going to go over to the next line over, but I'm not going to do the side one. I'm going to go up to this one, and I'll do this one here. And then same thing over here. I'm going to make kind of a checkered pattern of this line design. And I'm varying the length of the different lines, so they're all a little bit different. Doodles like this are a really good workout for your brain because you have to really kind of think without knowing what you're thinking about. I don't know if that makes sense, but... So here I have this nice pattern. I'm going to do the same thing, but instead of making up and down lines, I'm going to make side and side lines on these ones here. And there we go. So we have a nice woven pattern here. And you can even kind of darken in some of the edges here to kind of make it look like it's actually... So there we go. Now I want a really good border between this one and this the third wedge. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start making arches. Just like that. I'm going to line that arch. Try to keep it pretty much parallel line with the thickness. And I'm going to do some little arches over here, not as big. And I'm going to line those as well. Okay, and then I'm going to do a big arch here and a little arch here. Now, do I have any of this planned? Not at all. I'm just going with my instinct. I have no plan or purpose with this. But what I want to do here is I want to draw a line up through this, and I'm going to go and I'm going to put some kind of, I don't know, you can't really describe these doodles while you're doing them. They don't have like real names. Maybe they do. I've never learned their names. You need to learn. You just have to try it. You just have to do it. But as so much concentration goes into doing these, it's amazing, that it's really hard to talk in this video. This is almost one of my videos I want to just record and just put music over, because I'm probably saying some stupid stuff, and it's because I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I'm thinking about making sure I don't mess this up. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just black in this inner side here. And I could put bubbles in there and go around the bubbles if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. I think it'll look cool. So you want to try to have some really good bold colors in here. So since my weaving pattern is pretty consistent, I'll have this one be like this, and then your eyes, even though you see this, your eyes drawn over here. Now, there's still not a very good distinction between the weave pattern and this, so I'm actually going to thicken my line up as I go down here and make a nice bordered line, just like that. And that really separates those two apart from one another here. So on this one, I'm going to make some nice parallel lines, try not to knuckle draw, all the way down. And this one's going to be my zigzag. Okay, so I have my parallel lines here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a zigzag in here, just like that. And inside the zigzags, I'm going to create little triangles, like so. Just like that. Now let's say I color this triangle in, and this color this one in, and this one in, and then I don't color this part because obviously that would blend the two together, but I color this outside one. So that's kind of a cool effect. Yeah, so let's now just put some triangles in this one. I'll put some triangles on this one. We won't draw any lines. We'll just put in our triangles. Now let's darken those ones in, like that. So that's kind of fun. Alright, now let's look at this zigzag here. So let's go down, and down, and down, and down, like so, and then we will go up and up and up like that. It's kind of fun. And we'll color every other one in. It's kind of weird. Let's darken a triangle in there. Now if something doesn't turn out like the way you want it, just keep working at it. Add more stuff into it. And I'm just going to put an outline of a triangle right here. Alright, so we have 3 more lines to go. And so let's go ahead and see if I can figure that weave out again that I was trying there. But let's start way up here. Let's go there and there. Bring it down from here. Okay, so it's kind of a braid, and so I'm just going to bring some lines down from that. That's kind of cool. That's not the coolest, but it's kind of cool. Alright, now let's go ahead and box this one in, but then divide these boxes like that. And put some dots in this one, and this one, and this one. And then let's go ahead and put lines in this one. Going out this way and that way. And just darken that line in. Just make it nice and vibranty dark. Kind of separate those out. And we'll put just a fun triangle over here. Okay, so for this one I'm going to put half circles. I'm going to make them pretty nice in size. Kind of like what I did with the scales, but bigger this time. Just want to have some fun inside those. And now I'm going to put a little moon shape on the insides of them. And let's just something else. Let's put little, almost like little, make them little flowers. There we go. So this one, I'm going to start a line in here. I'm going to do kind of something that looks like coral. And I want it to be squiggly out, but never touch itself, the line. Now I'm going to go ahead and darken this in. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my perma marker, my Sharpie, and I'm just going to run that around the border there. And you can even do, you know, a fun little design outside of that. We have a pretty nice little doodle here. A fun introductory to Doodle, or if you already do Doodle, Doodle. If you already enjoy doodling, maybe give you some ideas for some different doodling patterns that you can do. Whatever it is, I hope you have fun doing it. Please share any of your photos that you draw on my Facebook page or make a video response to this video below. Would love to see your artwork. Thanks again for drawing with me, and we'll draw again coming up soon. Talk to you later, guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.